Today, I'm going to be talking about the Final Fantasy XVI Dominance trailer. I'm looking forward to analyzing it, kind of going down, slowing down the footage, looking at things that we may have missed, and just seeing what's there, seeing what we can kind of take away from this trailer and understanding that, you know, the game is going to be amazing. But let's go. First, a rewatch. This is so cool that they're singing the names. It fades! So good. So good. Yeah, so, okay. We got the rewatch out of the way. We understand this trailer is dope. We get it. We get it. But we're going to need to start over. We're going to need to start over because there are things that the trailer is, it's only 3 minutes long. It's a quick trailer. There's a lot of things that I know for a fact we are missing.
Who are we?
Okay.
What are the
All right, so right there, that was just a shot of the girl. I don't even know her name. The one that turns to Garuda that looks like Titan. See, there she goes. Turning, right, into Garuda. And the first thing that I thought about, which you can hear in our reaction, is Attack on Titan, right? That whole animation that you see, like the wings kind of coming out of her back, and like you see like the webbing, right, kind of turning into stuff. Very AOT, very Attack on Titan. And if you're not familiar with Attack on Titan, you should. It's a good show. It's a good anime. Anyway,
It breaks us.
so will people be able to turn into the icons in a similar fashion as like a transformation instead of like summoning them? Or do they get summoned and kind of take over the body and literally transform you into it? Not sure. There may be information out there because I know the website, and there has been like the Final Fantasy XVI website and a Twitter page. I believe they've been like sharing blurbs of information. I haven't followed up on all of it. So maybe that information is out there, but for now, I'm just going off with this trailer.
Kill it as
Bahamut. Sick. I'm so happy that he's back.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
And that's Clive when he's young. I'm pretty sure that's Clive, like a young boy. Which I'm really curious to know how this time skip is going to work. Time skips in anime and gaming are tools that need to be used seldomly. And they need to be used in a smart way because they can work and sometimes they can't. Sometimes they take away from a lot of things and a lot of the connection that you may have with the character. So we'll see.
every day we delay brings us closer.
Okay, first, the frigging UI. What is this, right? This is a one-on-one battle
To disaster.
between Clive, right, and an Imperial Lancer.
We must move now.
Let's keep going. You see more. Okay, let's take a look at this here. We're level 13. Precision dodge times 3. What does that mean? Oh, I gotta move my face because this is like blocking everything. I'm gonna put myself over here. Hold on. I gotta. Bam. Okay, that's better. Okay, bottom right. It's kind of hard to see maybe, but fire, Phoenix shift, jump, and attack. Right? R2. Not really sure what that does. Maybe it gives you like a secondary wheel. Over here we have D-pad, potion, high potion, strength, tonic. And then Clive, level 13, HP 1150. This is interesting. There we go. Scarlet Cyclone, Rising Flames. I'm assuming when you press R2, it gives you those two other options.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Again, Wicked Wheel, Gouge. And you can even... I'm going to go back real quick, and I'm going to play this in slow motion. Right? I'm going to go... Let's do half. Right?
Chaos he would wreak
So you guys can
would
see...
sweep
I'm
all
going to drop this volume too. It's kind of obnoxious. So check out this animation, right? Check out, like... It switches. Bam. You see the wheels? He does his attacks. And you can also see some switching there too. That's a big old fist. Right? So let's go back. So right there, top left, you see Garuda. Right? He's doing the attacks, whatever, does the wicked spin. I guess the character hits L2, switches over to Titan. The bottom right wheel, right, the bottom right, like, thingamabobbers here, the buttons, this thing, they change to different attacks, which I guess correspond to your other icon, Titan. And now, when he does the attack, instead of those claws, big old fists. Bam! All this collateral upheaval, I don't even, ability finish, not sure. But there's clearly going to be this like combo system involved in here. Maybe even like switching from like icon to icon may lead to having like different things come out. I don't know. Here's okay, and also here, something that people did not like. Some people don't like this system. I personally love it. The stagger system, baby. Introduced in Final Fantasy XIII. It's back. It's back. I mean, you see it right here. Dude gets hit, is down, and then he goes in with his freaking weapon. I don't know what icon he's using. That looks like maybe Odin, perhaps? I think that's Shiva. I believe that's Ramu. Oh yeah, Odin. It says right here. Ha! I'm an idiot. It tells you right there, Odin. And there's a gauge, which I'm wondering if maybe, let's see. Aha. Every hit that he lands, this gauge right here, the Odin gauge, is going up. I'm wondering if it goes up, does that mean different type of attacks come out or something? Does it mean a level up? Not sure. But there's a gauge here for the icon. Actually, if I go back, is there a gauge here for the other ones? There is not. There is no gauge here. Huh. Interesting. Not sure. Yeah, not sure what it means, but Odin has one. So maybe they're icon specific. Maybe certain icons will have different abilities based on that, right? Like a finisher or something like Ragnar says. Also this right here. I know it may not seem like a lot to many, or maybe it does mean a lot to some. Clearly, these two people were in a bed doing things, and sorry if it's a little dark. This is like the image I got here. This may lead to a mature type of love story, something that Final Fantasy seldomly has. I would say Final Fantasy X's love story is probably the closest to being a mature story of love, even though like it has its moments of drama. But this I don't know. Seeing something like this, it's subtle. It's hard to put into words, but essentially a sexual relationship. People did the thing, and here they are, and now this could lead to more complicated emotions in the story. There we go, some more combat. Okay, so here we go. Let's pause this for a second. Shiva, right? Potions are seemingly here. They're not going anywhere. And just more Shiva attacks. Diamond Dust times 2, whatever that means. Obviously, Shiva, ice. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I missed something there? I see lightning. That's very interesting. I didn't see a swap to Ramu there. Here we're using Garuda again. Sick. That too. Okay, I want to go back real quick. So he's doing attacks. He's just going crazy, right, with the Garuda. And over here, you see how it says Deadly Embrace on the right side? As it's being hit right now, it's constantly being hit, and then he does this like pull. Looks like it's a Garuda thing, which is very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. It's like pulling the enemy over to you, or at least throwing him down, and then you pull yourself over to it. Very cool. Okay, Hugo Kupka. I believe that's that character that we saw right there. I believe that's this guy. Look at those rings, by the way. I want to take a second also to highlight how much better this trailer looks compared to the one from 2020. This looks so much better. The textures, the animations, the details. Looks good. But yeah, I believe that's him. And I don't know. Does that mean that he's also an icon wielder, icon user, whatever they're calling them? Okay, now the trailer's moving over to the big kaiju-looking things, right? I love this. Look at Odin looking sick. Love Odin's design in this game so far. Phoenix, Ifrit. Phoenix using its Hellfire. Titan over here. Titan looks amazing. Love Titan's look in this game. Also, I noticed this too. So this is obviously, well, let's see Titan real quick. Okay, that's obviously Ifrit here doing an attack. But look at the top right here. Question mark. What is this? What is this? Okay. But yeah, so it's attacking this thing. It does a shit ton of damage. 330,000 damage, whatever that creature is. Here we see Ramu. Very cool. Shiva again. And this one does have... You see this? This is kind of odd to me. Because you've got... I guess you're fighting Shiva, I guess, in this particular scenario. Can you switch between the icons at will when you're in these moments like that? I'm not sure. I love this little flourish here. But, like, that's very cinematic, right? The way that Garuda, like, reels back and fucking shoots you and blows off your arm. My God. But this is so cinematic. So how is this? Is this, like, a part in the game where, similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake, how there were certain moments in key fights that gave you cinematics, and then you just kind of see it play out without really inputting anything. What do you input in these battles? How do you even fight? I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I've been questioning ever since I saw this trailer. I don't know how to interact in these battles. And that's okay to not know. But it is something that's kind of been bugging me for a little bit. Brutal shit. Look at Bahamut. I frigging love how good that summon looks now. And Odin, too. Mega Flare and shit. Odin slashes it because Odin's a G. So friggin' cool. Then yeah, then we go to the names. Phoenix, which is the boy, right? And this is something that I've been thinking about. In the first trailer, we see the boy. Here's Clive looking mad young, and then that other dude from the first trailer. If Clive is taking all these icons and using their powers, is he kind of like AOT, killing them, killing the user, and then taking their power and using it in battle? Is that kind of what's happening? And if so, in that first trailer, Joshua kind of transforms into Phoenix, right? You remember that first trailer? And all of a sudden, after the Phoenix comes out, Ifrit comes out, which I've noticed it's Clive's. And then you hear somebody screaming like, Joshua, stop this! I don't know what's happening, right? That could all be out of context, but I'm almost picturing Clive turning into Ifrit and Phoenix being Joshua the kid, and maybe Clive goes berserk and fucking rips apart the Phoenix and takes it up and kills Joshua in the process. Not sure, right? I'm kind of leaning towards the AOT ideology a little bit, well, a lot, only because of the similarities that we've seen so far. But man, that would be pretty fucking brutal. That'd be a rough way to start the game. That could be the prologue for all we know. And that's why he wants revenge, right? Because he was kind of forced to kill his buddy. Anyway, that's Phoenix. Titan. Okay. So I'm going to assume they're showing us all the icon users. I'm assuming that was Titan. Garuda. That's this chick. Yep. Ramu. I don't know who Ramu's user would be because we don't see a human, I don't think. Yep. Or Shiva, for that matter. Odin doesn't have one. Bahamut. Ifrit! And that also makes me think, like, maybe there are icons that are just kind of naturally chilling in the world and kind of, like, fight them and take their powers. Perhaps if they're not, like, actually part of any user. That'd be cool, because that also could lead to cool side quests and cool just side content that you could do. Let's keep going. Ifrit looks cool with a little eye. And then this is the cool logo shot. Very, 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 very cool. And then there's really nothing else after this. We just see Clive looking all moody and angry. And then this is the part that I wanted to see. Because they're talking to him like, oh, he's Ifrit, right? It's like, oh, Ifrit, whatever. And then you see this Ifrit punching what looks like another Ifrit. Fades to black. I want to see that again. That's what I'm seeing there. What I'm seeing is a type of Ifrit fighting another Ifrit-looking monster. Could be Ifrit, could not be, not sure. And that's it. Then we get the summer 2023. My heart is broken. We rinse and repeat. I don't know. There's a lot of the combat that we still don't really know. There's a lot of the story that we obviously don't know. But what we see here and what we do know is quite simple. There's a lot of inspirations in this game from a lot of different places. The combat is very clearly done by the guy that made Devil May Cry 5 and Dragon's Dogma, and it shows. This is very much an action RPG. No party. We saw that. There's no party. And that worries a lot of people. I personally don't care. I don't mind playing a game without a party. I actually enjoy the combat in Lightning Returns, and I love my character action game, so I don't have a problem with not having a party. There are pros and cons to it, but in this case, I trust in the designers. The UI is kind of off, right? And there's also, by the way, top left right here, you can see perks. Not sure what any of those means, but yeah, maybe they're like abilities that you can, passive abilities you can put on your icons and upgrade and stuff. So the three gauges under the HP, that could also be like special attacks and stuff. The UI looks fine. It looks kind of funny. It looks almost like a fighting game at some points. Like when it's a one-on-one fights and you see those like big bars at the top, like here. That kind of looks like a one-on-one like fighting game, which is kind of weird. The colors are very like contrasty to what we're like the palette of the game. The palette is almost like a very dour, almost brownish looking, and then the fucking like really bright colors kind of take me out a little bit. So we'll see. I think the UI needs a lot of work. I think it will look a little different. I guarantee it actually that it'll look a little bit different before the game releases. But I'm hopeful. I have a good feeling about this game, and I think it's actually gonna rock our socks. So. Thanks for listening to me rambling about this analysis. I hope I'm right on a lot of things, and I hope the game blows our collective socks off. Thanks for listening.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more and stay up to date, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join our Discord.
If you want to support the channel, please check out our Patreon or hit the join button below. As always, thanks for your support and thanks for watching.